Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another part to our roller coaster Tycoon's park speed build. Wow, that was hard for me to say today. Anyways, today we are going to be working on a Wild West sort of area of the park. So we're moving over to the right hand side of our park. I guess that is completely how you look at the park, but yeah, I'm on the right hand side of my park, and that is where we are throwing in the Wild West area. We're almost done building this park actually, and I kind of stopped doing it for a while and then got back into it. And I think it turned out pretty good. Kind of played around with terrain a lot in the beginning and then threw in some terrain paints as well later on. The one thing I will say is the waterfalls in this are really hard to figure out and get right. I found that it just didn't really look the way that I wanted it to for the most part anyway. I'm like trying to like reposition myself right now. But yeah, so I wasn't too happy with how the waterfall looked, and I think I ended up fixing it later, but I can't actually remember because I did film this a week ago. So that's where I'm at. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I did update you with what was going on, and I'm just in the middle of changing up my YouTube a bit, like both my YouTube channels, so that is why I wasn't here for a week. But I am back now. And tomorrow I might actually try something new, and I'm just gonna upload it as like a test video, and if you guys like them, I'll do more, but if not, I will just kibosh it all together. Of course, I'll still leave the video up and running. But yeah, so if you guys aren't already subscribed, definitely subscribe so you get the notification that I uploaded a new video tomorrow, because it will be a fun new series. One thing I will say about this build is the terrain paints really helped. I don't know what I'm doing right now, just kind of going out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the terrain paints definitely give it a way better aesthetic in the end and just make it look a lot more realistic and more Wild West, you could say. I think the next part of this build is still going to be Wild West. I didn't want to put it all in one video. It would have been a super long video, so didn't do that. But yeah, it will be another Wild West part. I don't know why this was so messed up. I wish it would just go through the mountains and just not think about it really, but you know, we can't always have what we want, so. And I also wish that I picked like a real train instead of this tram car thing, so that was a little bit upsetting. I may eventually go back and fix it up, but yeah, it's just like a mini railway, which I wasn't really paying attention to when I was building it. I should have used a better train, but I couldn't really find the trains, and so that is why we're here. That is basically what was going down. Made a nice little area. I think I play with the corner of that a bit too, and give it a little bit more shape. I'm giving it more shape right now, trying to get it to work, trying to get it to snap together, and of course it just really did not want to do that. So that was frustrating. And then finally I get it, and yeah, this is where I edit this little corner just to get a cooler shape and to make it look a little bit less plain. I also put decorations and stuff inside of it, but I don't think that will be until the next part. So if you're waiting for me to decorate, yeah, definitely not happening until the next part. I wish people traveled from the areas of the park a lot faster than they do. It was kind of like crappy. I built this area and then it just took so long for people to come over and walk and use the rides. I think in the second part you'll notice people actually coming over finally. In the first part you don't even see like one person in this area, which makes sense because I haven't attached a park path, but even when I get the park path it just takes a really long time for them to get here, so maybe I'll have to build like a tram or something. And yeah, playing around with more shape and just making it look even cooler than it already looks, testing it out here, and it seems to be working great, so that's something that's awesome. Yeah, playing around with terrains a bit, painting it up, cracking the earth a little bit, and then just creating a path over to the park right now. So eventually people will start crossing, but it doesn't really happen until the next part of the series. So, and yeah, there's like two people that like kind of walk over and then they're like, nope, we don't actually want to come over here. So paths in this game are a little bit frustrating too, I find. They just like don't snap where you want them to sometimes, but whatever. I'm sure in the new roller coaster it's fixed. I haven't actually had a chance to play that yet, so eventually I'm sure I'll get my hands on it and play around with the aesthetic of that game. I've watched a couple of videos, and I was actually watching this guy, I think his name is like Master Hellish. I'm subscribed to him too, so on YouTube, but I just came across one of his videos on Twitch, and he does a lot of Twitch gaming, I assume, and he was kind of playing around on it, and I thought his ideas were actually pretty cool. He was just kind of like taking ideas from the audience, but the build turned out pretty nice. And I think it is uploaded on YouTube. If I can find the video of like the stream that I watched, I'll link it down below, but if I can't, I'll just link his YouTube down below so you guys can go and check him out. And trying to figure out what works best, what kind of rides I want in this area. I really did not know what I wanted to do. Like I just kind of like played around with it. I've never built a park, like I was saying in the previous parts before, so this is my first time actually building a park in this game, so I didn't really know what was to be expected, what I wanted to do, what rides I wanted to throw in, how it worked. I literally just kind of jumped into it and did a series on it. Of course, the first series that I watched was I keep thinking it's like the Sim Supply, but I think his like gaming channel is Flabaliki or something like that. But his name's James Turner, and he was the first person I watched do this, and it inspired me to make my own. So I'll also link him down below, and I'll link his series because I know that resides on YouTube down below for you guys, and you guys can go check that out. His park looks really cool in then too, so I thought it was pretty neat. Just in like the last 6 minutes of this build, kind of throwing in little meaningless, pointless rides. I think I do another roller coaster in this area, and then I think the next part I just kind of like decorate, but I can't actually remember. Yawning. Why do I always yawn when I start doing these videos? I have been playing so much Fallout 4 lately, it's actually disgusting. Like, it's not even healthy at this point. Like, I'm just so obsessed. It's pretty much like Skyrim, except post-apocalyptic and just awesome. It's as if, like, Hiroshima, now this could be completely wrong, this is just my take on it. I know nothing about the Fallout series. This is the first Fallout game I've ever played, and I'm sure there's going to be comments that say, like, you should play the other ones. But yeah, I'm just kind of playing around with this Fallout, and I'm obsessed with it. But from what I take on it, it's like a post-apocalyptic, if, like, when Hiroshima happened, the US was, like, bombed as well and destroyed. So I don't know, I'm just having a lot of fun building on that. I was thinking about uploading a video of me building on that tomorrow, but I don't know, I was going to keep it a secret, and now I just said it in this video. Chances are, though, you guys will not even watch this until after tomorrow, so it won't really mean that much to you. But yeah, I have been playing a lot of that lately, and just have become completely addicted to it. I used to just kind of roam around and furnish houses in like Skyrim, so it's nice that I have a game that I can do that, and that's like new to me. Skyrim got really old, and I know they're remastering it for Xbox One, which I'm really excited about, and of course I will buy it and play it, but Elder Scrolls Online just didn't do it for me, so I'm happy I found another game that I like to play, and that's for Xbox One instead of my old Xbox, so that's really exciting. Basically all I've been doing with my life, that, and of course, like I mentioned on my Twitter, I've been changing up my YouTube channels a bit, just trying to come up with new ideas and figure out what the next couple weeks of scheduling are, and my life has just been like crazy moving back to my hometown, so that's about all, though. Nothing new in that sense. I hope that it works out. Basically all I did for like the Fallout build is I just used like the Xboxes already, like it's already in the system, I guess, and you can just record your gameplay using it, but you can only record 5 minutes at a time. So I hope it turns out, but it is just a sample of it, and if I do like doing it, I'm gonna invest in like actual recording software for it. So I was contemplating maybe even doing some Twitch stuff, but yeah, I'm just not really sure about that yet. So I definitely need to get like a better mic if I'm gonna start doing Twitch. So yeah, that's about it for now. I did end up doing this roller coaster here, and people actually use it and like it. So, and there are a couple people coming to this side of the park, just not very many at all. They're pretty much staying as far away from it as possible. So, and yeah, the end of this video, of course, will not have screenshots because we're not done building the park yet. The next part will have all the screenshots. So, I just kind of threw this together, I built almost like a little shack similar to what you would see in like Fallout. So yeah, shameless little Fallout plug here. This is what this video has turned out to be. But if you guys like building, definitely play Fallout. Like I said before, it's kind of like Skyrim, except you actually get to build your own houses versus, like, I know with the Hearthfire expansion, you could build, I mean, like, kind of your own house, but with Fallout you actually get to piece it together piece by piece instead of it picking like areas or little things like that. Yeah, kind of played around with this. I add a couple other decorations. My mouse was not really wanting to do what I wanted it to do for these parts, so that was annoying and frustrating. But whatever. I don't know what I just like put in there, like an umbrella stand or like a kiosk or something. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. What I wanted to do with this series is not jump back between all of the places over and over again, so I've kind of been trying to avoid that. I don't want to give you guys like seizures with like jumpy footage and stuff, but of course sometimes I just fail, and that's just my life. Yeah, built a little minecart. I remember in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, people loved the minecart. Like, they were just obsessed with it, and they just ride it all the time, and there would be so many lineups, and it does not surprise me that in this one, people are still obsessed with it. I put a lineup outside, and I just had to keep coming back and actually extending it to make it longer, but I think I pretty much just finished building this, and then I end up going back. I do this right here, and that messes me up later because it actually doesn't work. Like right there, I think, is where it like peters out and it doesn't work. So I end up having to go back and fix it, which is a little bit upsetting. But it works in the end, so that is all that matters. I don't think I get around to that in this video, but definitely in the next video you'll see me fix that up and get it running and working. I also think that's why a line started accumulating so much, hiring a ton of staff here, so. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and of course, like always, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood cat is back with another Sims 4 house building video. Today, I'm so excited to bring to you guys Mrs. Lovett's meat